Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Lightfall intel. And you guessed it, today we're going to be going over a solo farm for the new Root of Nightmares raid. This is in order to get the secret chest so that you can get things like Spoils of Conquest, and you can do this on all three characters because it's actually a pretty easy route every single week. So that's a bonus 15 Spoils of Conquest plus any raid loot you've already acquired from any of the encounters plus a raid mod. Like I said, this is actually a pretty simple route. We will be doing a little bit of out of bounds glitching, but only slightly, and it's a very forgiving path. So I really recommend everybody doing this every single week. And if you're not somebody who has actually done the new raid, this is actually a way to get at least some extra spoils from it. And if you're able to actually complete any specific encounter, you will, of course, be able to get the raid loot from that encounter on the secret chest. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Lightfall content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. Remember, any of those things I just mentioned also enter you into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel, and we do one every 1,000 subscribers, so you never want to miss out. We're always doing a Lightfall giveaway, or if you have Lightfall, any seasonal pass that you may not have. And of course, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered to the next giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those secret hashtags stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, you can of course go back, check out another video, and of course do it again. I'm going to be doing this on the Hunter because it's probably the hardest class to do it on. Couple of little tips. I was using Stompy Boots. If you don't know what those are, they are an exotic that kind of gives you a little bit more height on all your jumps. I was using triple jump and a sword. Mine had Eager's Edge on it, though I don't think that's necessary. This particular area right here is definitely the spot on a hunter that's going to be the most difficult without a sword. But if you use one, you can clamber up on top even if your jumps fall a little bit short, like they do in several cases in this one attempt. On a Titan, definitely use Lion Rampant Boots, and on a Warlock, anything is really going to be okay. Sword may or may not be necessary depending on the player's ability. You have Heat Rising along with your super. You could probably do this fastest on a Warlock, so that one I don't think is really that difficult to explain. But the Hunters, or people who play solo on a Hunter, might have the hardest time. Same route for all classes, and if you can do it on a hunter, just know that it's going to be easier on the other two classes. So pretty much to this point, we're just backtracking from the actual final boss checkpoint. Now you will need, of course, a final boss checkpoint, but there's many ways that you can get that. There's even bots that allow you to get boss checkpoints, though I'm not going to say specifically where to find those bots, but you can do your research and you can find them for yourself. Hopefully somebody that you may know, or just through an LFG group, you might be able to get a boss checkpoint. There's a lot of people who just keep boss checkpoints, trade them off for, they'll let somebody jump in just quickly to get one. Like I said, I was using a sword with Eager's Edge here, but none of that's really necessary. I was just trying to quicken up the pace in order for you guys watching. That door won't be open, or will open, and then it won't be open, and then it will open again. So don't be too alarmed if all of a sudden you have a big door just sort of pop up in front of you. That's normal. And then once we get to this point, if you actually look to the right, there is actually a boss down there, but we're not going to be going that way. This is where we're going to actually do a little bit of out of bounds glitching. You're going to turn and head up this little ramp, and you'll see that there's sort of this hole in the wall where you can scoot through, drop down, and though this looks a little complicated, it really isn't. The map sort of throws you that way. Jump up through that hole. Using a sword is the best way, and we are actually out of the map now. And don't let this intimidate you. All the jumps are still very easy here forward. All you need to do is just move to the right side, follow the path that I'm showing you. Everything is pretty solid, though it looks like you can fall between them. If you do, you'll just be landing on solid ground. You might see a little bit of clipping here, but where you're going to be heading is sort of off to this side. You'll see that ledge sort of appearing and disappearing. fall down to this area and make the jump off of this ledge, you will see a very short turn back barrier here, but you go right through it and it doesn't really persist. Head down this hallway, and really the toughest parts are actually done. The only other tricky part is going to be a load zone right before the chest that you're going to need to trigger. And if you don't trigger it properly, it can kill you and teleport you to a place that you don't want to be. Occasionally it might kill you and leave you dead right at the checkpoint. You can still make the jumps from there. But if you do run into too much trouble, I would suggest just reload this up. It's actually quick enough to get here. Just start from the boss checkpoint again. This is that door. I would suggest backing up into it, using a sword, and just practicing. You really want to try to swing right as you hit the load zone. It doesn't matter if you're swinging back towards the opening or actually towards the other room on the opposite side. You just want to make sure that you're swinging as you hit the load zone. And if you do, all of this will load in and you can just make your way back down. If you've never done this particular section of the raid before or never hit this secret chest, there is a little node that you're going to have to shoot in order to open a door that actually allows you to get to the secret chest, but pretty easy to find. Just make your way over this way. You can use this branch to clamber across. The door to my right is actually going to be the one that we're going to be opening. But then head over to this ledge. Make sure you have a weapon with some range on it. I think I had to switch out here. Shoot this little node down the bottom of this cliff, and the door will open, and you can go in and get yourself some easy raid loot solo. So if you haven't done this, I definitely suggest doing it on all 3 characters every single week. Remember, Spoils of Conquest are great, not only because they let you buy the weapons from that raid at the end of the raid, but they actually also allow you to buy some of the exotics from the tower kiosk, the exotic kiosk in the tower. If you didn't know it was there, it's right by the vault. Like Anarchy and other seasonal exotic weapons from past seasons that you might not have. And there's going to be a whole bunch of new ones, I think, added fairly soon. So always good to have a bunch of spoils. You can do this on other raids, and if you're new to the game and you want a full tutorial on all the raid spoils farms as a solo player and raid loot, because if you've done any part of the raid, remember, you will be able to get raid loot from these chests, and you will be able to get the raid mods no matter what. Then let me know in the comments section down below. But that's going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something in this video helpful. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Lightfall content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter once again. They'll be linked in the description box down below. And if you've watched to this point of the video, you can leave a hashtag Root of Nightmares or hashtag Lightfall in the comments section for another entry into the next giveaway for this video. Remember, they stack between all videos. So if you haven't done that in a previous piece of content on this channel, remember to always go back, check out another video, and do it again. And once more, I'm Wilhelm Scream. Thanks so much for watching, as always, and of course, we will see you next time. Little